Hello guys, today we are going to Holong bungalow, one of the best place to visit dooars. It's situated in Jaldapara, about 7 kilometers from Jaldapara Safari, and it's the place of the nature. Trust me guys. We reached there at about 10 a.m. After lodging, we just rushed to the place where we can sit and enjoy the salt pit. For you guys who don't know what salt pit is, it is artificially made area where we put the salt to attract the natural wildlife. There is one small river and yes, there are some fishes there, and the water was so clean. We requested the caretaker to see how they put the salt. We were so excited to see. He was going on his own mind. Suddenly we noticed he turned back. And there they were. The biggest surprise of my entire wildlife experience. They were our first guest of the day. And oh, he was the guest or we? I guess he is a frequent visitor there. We were the guests there. Anyways, they started hopping into the field, cracking all the woods. You know what I mean, right? They were so huge and so many of them. Look at them. Bigger, big, small, smallest. We were just going crazy to see such an unexpected surprise. I guess this time we were not expecting anything to see because like the few experience with wildlife, we actually saw nothing. So watching them from this close was like dream come true. And they keep coming and coming. Like there were almost 13 to 15 of them. Yes, look at the small one. Aren't they so cute? All were enjoying the salt. I don't know, because we human can't actually realize the salt and the speciality of salt, I guess, because we consume it on regular basis. They were so close. Aren't they those animals who attack the human and they can even kill us, right? But there they were enjoying like kids. After enjoying for about an hour, they started to go back to their own places. And not satisfied, but yeah, okay. We never expected to see so many things. Like so, after watching for an hour or so, Most of them were gone. And with the last few glimpses, the last two even disappeared in the woods. And the caretaker Dada again went to the salt pits. This time we really had to request him hard because he was so scared. And this time he asks us to see if any wild animal is coming, because yeah, they all can attack human, right? There he was putting the salt. He was breaking the salt, actually, the rock salts. And in the evening we had another guest. Yeah, the bisons. Oh, I may say the well exercised ox. Sorry if I'm insulting them. Anyways, they were the bisons. During the evening they were about 4 and they were not going back, and it was dawn, and finally we got to see the one horn rhino, but in the dark, so the images are really bad, but I guess you can. And here's was the summer, and here's the rhino again, and surrounded him there were so many bisons. This time they were even like 12, 15, all those glossy eyes. You can see, right? And trust me, they were there for the whole night. But just before the dawn, they disappeared. I was so wishing they would stay for a little longer so that we could go to that place to capture them. Okay. Here's the next day, next dawn. In fact, it was like 5:30 when it was a time to do the elephant riding. It was my first time, and they were the kunki hathis. They are not actually wild, so yes, you can safely ride on them. Look at him. I have done some gypsy safaris, but this was completely different from those gypsies. It was like you are on the back of the biggest animal, and he's going like he's moving and we are moving, and he's going so calmly and steadily. He knows, right, that he has the responsibilities of us also. Yeah, so they were all crossing the rivers and we were going deep inside the forest. The mahout was controlling the elephant by signaling him just behind his ears. Okay, there was one peacock and another one. Aren't they so beautiful? And we keep going on and on. We crossed the river for quite a few times, going this side and those side. Then again we encountered some bisons, and yes, it was a perfect time to take the photos. Like, he was there to actually pose for us. Look at his poses. He was just like photo shooting, moving this side and that side, isn't so? Finally he was bored, I guess, and he went down, and Yeah, mission complete. And there were some more peacocks, this time with a full wing. So gorgeous. There you can see so many peacocks, and one summer again it was a time to come back to our resort, and it was such a memorable journey, such a memorable journey. Oh, I can't miss the woods. Those were the salt of the food, right? We can't actually feel how special they are, but they are always there to make those animals special. And one summer again visited us on the salt pit, and then followed by one peacock, and there were some green pigeons, normal pigeons, and so on. It was like one tour, and most of the animals are ticked out. Yeah. Okay, so you can book the hotel from West Bengal Forest Development Corporation, and the rooms were good, and especially the hospitality of the, the caretakers were really good. The room had all the modern furnitures, and all were made of wooden, and the bathroom was very clean, and well, it was another window from where you can see the salt pit. It was such a memorable journey for us. So it was a time to say goodbye to the woods and come back to our concrete world. But this memory will stay with us forever and ever. Thank you. Please share and subscribe.